Hey there YouTube, Steak Juice here, bringing you another video review. Today I will be reviewing the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Gogeta. I picked this figure up at GameStop. I think I paid about $65 for it with tax and everything. Pre-ordered it as soon as it was able to be pre-ordered, along with the legendary Super Saiyan Broly, which was either the review before or after this, whichever I post first. Took pictures with both, opened them both, did size comparison, and I'll probably do the same thing at the end of this video, or I'll just use the same picture. Alright, now this is not the head that comes on the figure. He comes with the Super Saiyan blue head hair on, with the same no, not with the same smirk. It just comes with a stern face. But I really like this one. I put this one on, decided I'd start with the base form Gogeta and then move up from there. As you can see, it's on the new 2.0 fighting body. So it's got some really good range, really good articulation compared to earlier figures, which the only other earlier figure I have, I believe, is the original Super Saiyan God Goku, which I will do a comparison with this real quick. As you can see, the original Super Saiyan God Goku, and excuse the dust on this figure, I just took him out of the case that I brought most of my figures that I had displayed over in, and I haven't taken them all out to get them clean yet, so this one's pretty dusty still. But as you can see, he's a little bit taller at the shoulder than Gogeta, if I can get him to stand. And his hair is a little bit taller as well. And then once I get the blue hair on Gogeta, I do a comparison of the shades of the blue. As you can see, this Goku is on the old body style. Got the drop down hips. Does not have the new posability in the legs as the other ones do. It's a little fidgety and not too bad to pose, but you know, it takes a little bit working around with it. I had him posed up fighting Golden Frieza on the shelf, so that's why he's got his screaming face and his Kamehameha hands on. But we'll get back to the rest of the review. So, as you can see, Gogeta, I've got the black hair on him. The shoulder pylons, or whatever it is you want to call them, they're attached to the back of the shoulder, so that way they move with the arm and they don't get in the way. They don't hinder articulation at all. They move around really well with it. This belt here, the whole thing, oh, did not mean to pop that off. But the whole thing, it's a separate piece. It's a little pliable rubber piece. But this piece here, it can move around, so that way, you know, you can get some poses if he's running or flying. You can move this, give that illusion that he's moving forward, moving backward. And it pops off super easy, as you can see. I'll leave that alone. We'll get on to his accessories. Okay, base form head, 2 fists, 2 splayed open hands, 2 Kamehameha or gonna get your hands, 2 martial arts pose hands. This is the Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue head that comes on the figure in a package with the stern face. And then, as most SH Figuarts, this one, the whole face comes off. It came off pretty easy, so be careful when moving this around. Face might fall off. Comes with a yelling face. And also comes with the smirking face, which is basically the same face as this, just painted blue instead of black. Okay, so articulation. Get them straightened up here. The head is on, I believe, a ball joint or a double ball. Let me see. Nope, just one single ball joint right there in the head. Head does not move back very far because of the collar, or the neck doesn't. Got a little bit of the giggity motion. Head can go forward. Oh, using the neck joint, he can look down, but there's no real point for him to look down at anybody other than Frieza or somebody shorter than him, or if he's above anybody in flight pose. Shoulders move out that far. It does have a butterfly for some good range forward, so you can definitely get him into some guarding poses or some good fight poses. Upper bicep swivel. Double jointed elbow for mostly almost full rotation. Let me see, I can probably get, yeah, there we go. A little bit more, but not too much more because of the way his arms are. These wrist guards do not move. Wrist has up and down. You spin around on the ball joint, you can get a little bit of in and out. The upper torso has pretty good range, side to side, forward, back that far. Starts to break up the sculpt a little bit. Using the abdomen, he can crunch over pretty far, and he can go back a good bit. As I showed earlier, this waist piece is a pliable rubber, you can move it around. Legs can go forward this much, go back this much, and he can get the full Van Damme going. Double jointed knees. And I like the way they made this, even though it looks a little weird, you know, this open piece here and this open bit here, but they did their best to keep the pants looking somewhat fluid with each other. You can get them up into some nice poses, get some good kicks going there. It's gonna look good when I get some new stands to pose him with, Broly or Frieza, whoever. As you can see, the ankle moves back that much, forward this much, and the toe pivot goes forward that much. You do have an upper thigh swivel. Oh, and he rotates at the waist. And there is no rotating at the boot. So now I get a quick comparison with the shades of the hair with the original Super Saiyan God Goku, which this figure I picked up. Oh, this figure I picked up at Hastings. Took me, well, not this figure, obviously. This figure I picked up at Hastings before they went out of business here in town. Picked up him and Golden Frieza at the same time, and I'm really glad I picked these guys up because you can't find this guy anymore, and if you can, he's a very high price. As you can see, the colors in the blues, this one is really shiny on the side. This one is a kind of a matte color. It's like they're almost the same colors, but because of the way they were painted, they come off looking like two different colors. I do like this one a lot better than this. This just looks really dull now, that, you know, over time it looks dull, especially when it's dusty and dirty like this. It just looks dull. I was thinking about getting the demoniacal fit hairstyles, but I just haven't broke down and ordered those yet. Seems like the price on those hairstyles are starting to go up. I may have to hurry up and jump on them before they get too much higher, but hopefully SH Figuarts will, you know, maybe do a different head sculpt and include that head sculpt in another Goku release or something. But either ways, there is my review for the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you feel so inclined to, and have a good evening.